since Pappy died, I really aged a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It really, really shows. And I said that to Shummy one day, and she said, you know, Kim died. She said, that's the way I feel like I have aged so much.
Is Kim the one that took her life?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, you know,
They still haven't found anything to this day, have they?
I don't know. I don't ask Shummy. Because I don't think that would be. Because if she does know something.
Well, didn't that one person from the military or something get the call or something? How did that go again?
No, it was the neighbor saw her laying out in the yard.
Oh my god.
Because she went out in the yard and
Oh my gosh.
but rather there than in the house.
Oh my gosh. Can you imagine the trauma he has?
Yeah, but
You hear a big loud kaboom and then...
yeah, I don't know what kind of a gun she used.
Whew.
But Shummy told me, she said it was never a matter of if Kim would, you know,
Yeah.
do away with herself, but a matter of when it was going to happen. Because Kim,
And all you really could do at that point is just hope that when she got to that point, somebody was there. Physically, you know, to prevent it.
she
And with a method that successful, I mean, it's
had
so hard.
her husband, they did not hurt for money. He worked in the White House. He was head of something, like something that had to do with recreation for the armed services. I mean,
Oh my
he
God.
had a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And
Damn right.
he made money. And such a pretty, pretty girl. Oh my God, she was pretty. She was a baby when Pappy and I got married.
Mm.
Because Shummy's sitting on a chair in the living room. And she is holding Kim.
Mm.
Then I have, in some of these pictures that I pulled out, I have pictures of Kim's wedding, and you never saw such beautiful people. There was Shummy and Jerry, and they were just beautiful people.
Mm.
Well, everybody said that Shummy and Mom and I look alike. That we, you know, Shummy looks like Mom and I look like Shummy. And
Now, which house is hers again? Because I drove that way when I went to get gas. You said it's a blue house? There's only one blue house.
blue, or is it blue? Oh, I don't know, but it's right after you come out of the opening
Yeah.
and down a bit.
Yeah.
And there's a little store there.
It's even before that boot shop.
It's before that.
Yeah, that's what I said, even before it. Yeah.
Mhm. But, you know, and that house,
So why didn't anybody try to, like, put her in, like, long-term
oh,
care?
she has been in care for years and years.
Kim.
But I remember,
Because I was going to say,
but she
how did she even get the gun?
but she had, Kim always said that her mom did something wrong when she was little. And Shummy always said, I wished I knew what I had done. But Kim was like that. There would go long periods of time where she never talked to her mom.
Hmm.
And then there would be times where she, whenever Andy and whenever Mary Beth got pregnant, because they had 5 kids, Kim was always so nasty, and they could never figure out why. And I forget how many kids Kim had.
So did her like psychiatrist also have that same mindset?
Oh, I don't know.
'Cause I was gonna say that.
wasn't stuff that you talked about.
Well, it should be talked about. That's what people
Yeah,
preach
but I
all the
mean,
time. You
you
know,
know,
you got to talk about mental
I
health.
mean, Kim didn't live around here, and so, you know, people.
Because you know that is very, that is a very low end psychiatrist. Probably shouldn't even be a
Oh,
psychiatrist.
you don't know what.
If a psychiatrist actually knows that, you know, it's like they're bound to do it sometime, and you just don't take proper steps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Like
see,
that's
we
basically
don't
saying
know.
I'm okay if you kill
But
yourself.
we don't
You know.
if she was seeing a psychiatrist anymore.
That's just a fail
nobody
of the
knows.
mental health system,
You
if you
know,
ask me. So she got the gun from
We don't know
that-
any details.
from Shummi's
All
house.
we know is that Kim shot herself out in the yard. That's all.
in Shummi's yard.
No, down in Virginia. So we don't know any details.
Yeah.
And we don't
And she
know.
at one point.
We would see Kim occasionally.
Hmm.
And you know, maybe in a 5-year period of time, maybe you saw her 3 times. Well, that's not enough for you to know.
No, but so was she seeing people, psychiatrists and stuff in Pennsylvania before she moved down?
Well, I know she did when she was in college. But then after college, she moved away. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, if it's only a campus, I mean, yeah, it's really hard, you know. Yeah, and we weren't there at the campus, you know. We don't know if the campus psychiatrist genuinely thought she was okay, you know, and didn't
and
request
that was
that you.
years ago, before they had all
Yeah.
the stuff that they have now. But what happened was many times Shummy went to the college that she was going to. She
Mhm.
went to a Bible-based college, and she would go there and stay for weeks on end.
Mhm.
And Shummy told me, she said, I don't know what I did wrong. And I said, Shummy, I don't think you did anything wrong. We don't know enough about it.
No.
And it's not the kind of thing that, as close as Shummy and I are, I would never ask.
Well, I mean, that's where you and I disagree because,
No, that's not.
you know, best friends don't, you
like
know,
people didn't.
hide stuff like that.
I
You
didn't
know.
feel right telling people details about Stan's girlfriend leaving.
Yeah.
Because he had issues. And I often wonder, how's she doing? I mean, I didn't know the people. But
Yeah, I think that, you know, once a person has came home, I believe it should be a while.
and
At least good 2 years.
when I
Yeah. But I was talking about, you know, the incident in Maine, you know? Because he was from the military.
who
That Robert Card, remember up in Maine when he went into the bowling alley? That's why I say it should be, you know. You know, I mean, they always are preaching, you know, you should always ask, you know, even if there isn't signs sometimes, you should always just ask occasionally, you know? And remember, I told you that before, and you know how that goes. You know, you respond to the crisis first, and then you ask all those questions.
It's like John's daughter. I mean, every time you turned around, you know, she was going to kill herself, and this lady was so smart, and so smart that she graduated from high school when she was in 11th grade and went through Penn State.
Oh my God.
You know, but she tried to kill herself so many times. But let's not talk about this.
Hey everyone, your girl Liz here. So coming to you guys tonight now is now Saturday. I slept absolutely amazing. You guys can see, obviously, the deer film was 11 minutes after I woke up. So I basically was up and moving right around as soon as I got up. Honestly, I was very happy and excited to take on today and complete my task, which I actually managed to do. So I literally ran 0.34 more than what I actually needed to be right on the goal. And then I went ahead and I practiced my my like crop out photos, so still maintaining the knowledge for that goal to be achieved very easily. Like there's no refreshers that are needed, and no like easy practice as soon as it happens. Like it can almost be like my hair, right? Like I obviously haven't done certain hairstyles in a while, so as soon as I do them and practice them, they just come back like that, right? So speaking of that, we do have to get into some fishtail practice. Again, all of that. But anyhow, guys, so obviously I did really good, with my playlist and everything as well. It was just such a rewarding feeling, to be able to, complete that goal for sure. And then obviously the running playlist will be here. But like I said, then, I did crop those out. I made my Instagram post, so I magic erased myself out and then added in. So that was pretty good, honestly. And then once I got home, my gram made some rice and some meatballs and cream of celery soup. So you do the warmer at 400, I think she said. I didn't usually do that meal whenever I was on my own, but obviously, again, it's much different now that she's here. But yes, obviously, she said you do like 400 and then you just let them soak for a good hour, depending on, varying factors, like, the amount that you have in, anything that might damper. Okay, again, guys, this isn't a food video, but yes, so obviously then I decided that I have to do a movie Monday because Night Agent, actually season 3, is coming out right after Valentine's Day, which I'm so excited for. And then we also have the Outer Banks then as well to get to before. So since I haven't done the movie Monday yet this year, I do want to obviously again get to it. And then obviously me not going until 3 tomorrow is really good. And then I have all tomorrow off. So what I did then as well is I watched that Halo girl, Halo Haley. She's really funny as well. She kind of reminds me of like one of those like southerner people. It's like, what are you doing for you? Right? Like, she's just really funny in a lot of her videos. The way she's like, you're out here being entitled and you like, she is so funny in her videos. I love it. So yeah, that was really fun to obviously watch her. I didn't notice a lot of the cars, with the parking and stuff up top. I didn't notice that. Like, my gram does have the knob, but it's still the gear shifter. I didn't see that. I also haven't seen the like a light up display in the bathrooms. I haven't seen that one yet, honestly, either. And then the subscriptions for like Amazon Alexa and stuff, I didn't know much about that either. That was definitely new to me for sure. So then also I did also watch leftist healthcare things, and that was definitely very crazy and stupid. And she had also shared before, it's like, at what point do you realize that maybe it's not a field for you, right? Like I said in my Instagram post, and I can share it now on here. It's like, yeah, so since you're not a random person at Walmart, and also it's extremely hard for people like Brian Koberger, right, to be in the health fair. You know, if you have behaviors that mimic, right, not being able to show empathy, not actually knowing how to handle certain things. It's like, yeah, at some point in your healthcare field and journey as a healthcare provider, not as the person being evaluated and stuff, you will hear people talk about their mental health in the past. And it's your job to know that they're talking about the past. And if they're bringing up the past, you know, because they feel like they're not being treated fairly, it's also your job to know, right? And not make a prank phone call to 911. Whether you do or don't know that secondary information right off the bat, which I don't know exactly what really all comes up. I don't think anything comes up when you just call in. Like, it's not like you call in and like the screen's right beside with your profile and they can see, okay, she watched her heart. And again, I don't know if that would even, I mean, how's that really, to an extent, it would probably just say previous history of a suicide attempt. Like, it wouldn't say go into great detail. But you guys get the point. Whether that does or doesn't come up, you know, when I call in someplace, you know, you still need to know that they're talking about the past, right? And it's like, oh, well, you know, like I said before, it's like, oh, well, you know, you already made it clear that you know what you saw that morning was real. So if you get shot and killed, no biggie, right? Like, you've hit that 50 to 100%, Google Scholar article. Like, you clearly don't fear death, so no biggie, right? No, okay, no, not how it goes at all. So yeah, you guys get the point though. So it's like, yeah, that was really, really kind of cool to see her, bring that up. And then I did also like her healthy debate that she had shared with, both parties have their own extremes, and it's like, yeah, but I haven't ever seen like a conservative one. And I was like, yeah, actually, yeah, I would agree with that, because a lot of times, I have to kind of bring people down to the middle ground, right? And I know I'd shared that before, both parties hate, but people on the right hate more than on the left. And then I shared the multitude of different things, right? It's like, I don't give a shit what grown-ass adults do in their own damn house, okay? As long as it doesn't affect me and negative children aren't negatively affected, I don't give a shit. Okay, so why the hell do you give a shit and throwing a fit about a person's right to change their body, right? Or it's always, again, that specific, topic that usually comes up. It's like, okay, so you're not practicing what you preach there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was also really, really cool. And I don't know if it's my, videos and my comments and such. But then I started briefly watching, the Mafia versus 20 Cops, and I definitely didn't really agree with the first claim, that he was talking about, because he was like, it would have never existed it can exist elsewhere, but also, again, those are skilled, I guess would be the right word, criminals, so they wouldn't really do it around. And if they do think that somebody's around that can give that information about who the head honcho is for that dealer, like the dealer himself, they'll probably just take him out, right? Like they obviously did in Blind Spot in season 3, when Crawford. There we go. Crawford said, well, he's a liability now, so we took him out. Right? Okay, you guys get the point. So, yeah. And then I briefly watched just a little bit of the next segment and all of that. So, that was really, really a good, again, reset. Because, again, I want to get to a movie Monday. So, I did like a nice Saturday mini session reset, you know. And then tomorrow, obviously, I do have to get my medications, I have to get set up with our direct order. So Graham ordered that stuff. We'll go ahead and get that stuff tomorrow at 11. I have to tighten up this knob. So we'll have to get that tomorrow at 11, which will be a really, really nice, you know, setup. And then also this morning, in case anybody's wondering, what did I do for the hour before? Well, I actually got set up as well for my standout video. I had to write down all these different dates, so obviously as I'm going through the, you know, video, I can just share, okay, this is the exact time frame, because there are a couple things. There's like 3 or 4 different things, and I have to, you know, come up with the dates and say, okay, this is actually the time frame that it was relating to this standout, and then this is the time frame for this standout, and then obviously again share the photos. So yeah, it's definitely been really, really good. Only cereal and a bagel for breakfast as well. So that was really, really good to be able to achieve that goal as well. And also like a 10:40 pace, which was really, really nice on average. So that was really, really rewarding as well. And then not really much else, obviously, this morning besides, you know, my 2 waters. And again, it only took me like 10 minutes. But there was the deer out there again. So, yeah, it's definitely been a successful Saturday. So, tomorrow can be a Sunday reset, slow Sunday as well, you know. And then, yeah, pretty much just go ahead and be ready, you know, for a movie Monday. So also my coworker right now my current coworker, he has been talking about, he encouraged me to watch Bohemian Rhapsody, because he says at the end of that there was like this humanitarian crisis, and they did like the Live Aid, you know, and they got all these people together, and there was like, he's like debatable, like the best ever, to be able to have like people like really get right on up into the groove with him. So that was really, really cool. I'm thinking I might watch that. I might even make it like a movie doubleheader Monday, guys. Yeah, probably, guys, because again, I really want to have time then for when The Night Agent and all that stuff comes out. So yeah. And then also tonight after work, I got ahead and got myself my Reese's Hearts, and I have it out in here in a little dish. And then obviously I have to eat those 4, and I got 2 big ones, so I will eventually get, these ones actually aren't that good, but I'll eventually get everything all laid out, and then pretty soon after this movie Monday, or maybe a movie doubleheader Monday, we'll eventually get to my Valentine shoots, guys. Oh, I'm so excited for the Valentine shoots. They're gonna be cute and adorable. I'm trying to think if there's anything else really that I have to share with you guys. Oh, also I did find the video, or the comment. Thank gosh for my accounts being linked and stuff. So I did find it, and they did actually, there's where they had asked, you know, where or what my page is about. So yeah, it's definitely been a really, really good day now, guys. So anyhow, I'll go ahead here. I'll get going. You guys already know what I'm doing tomorrow. And then obviously Monday. Yeah. And then obviously we'll get to the craft at some point. But again, that can wait for a little bit yet. Yeah. So anyhow, guys, I'll go ahead here. I'll get going. I'll watch the 7 minutes from earlier today. And then obviously add in the deer. And then add in this film. And then we are officially ready to go, guys, for a Sunday Sunday reset. Yeah, we'll do like a mini Sunday reset. Like I said, watch just a couple more shorter films. Get my groceries. You know, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Maybe make that final edition Sunday. So it might be a shorter video tomorrow, but that'll be okay. So yeah. Anyhow, guys, I'll go ahead here. I'll get going. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.